Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Ruma here and I'm super excited to be back on your screens again today. As you guys can tell, I've started getting back into my mojo and creating videos for you guys, and I'm so excited about that. But if you're seeing my face for the first time, you are very much welcome to the family. I create skincare, styling and lifestyle content here on YouTube, and if that's what you're interested in, don't forget to subscribe, like, leave me a comment. So let's get right into today's video. Today I'm going to be sharing my 2024 wish list and also why I will be doing a low buy year this year. I know, sad but needed. So let's start off today's video talking about why I decided to do a low buy year. So towards the end of last year, I had sat down to look at how much I had saved up for the year and how I was doing towards some goals that I actually had for this year as at the end of last year. And I realized that I wasn't meeting all of the goals that I had set for myself. A number of things that I had planned out to do this year was not going to be possible anymore just because I realized that I didn't save as well as I should have. So I sat down and I started up from January to look at every of my finances. What exactly was I using my money for? And because of that, I realized just some habits and some parts of my life where I realized I could have dialed back down a bit on and be more realistic to my approach with a lot of things, and hence why I decided to do a low buy year. So at that point in time was also the point where here on YouTube a number of people were talking about, oh, I'm doing a no buy, I'm doing a low buy. And I'm like, what is a low buy year? So I started to do my research and I realized that really a low buy year is just setting out time for a specific purpose. It could be maybe you are saving towards a financial goal, to get out of debt, or towards school or travel, vacation, whatever it is. Like, you literally have to have a goal for it. One, two, you have to set ground rules that you have to follow throughout that year or throughout the period you're doing your low buy from. And I saw lots of people do it successfully here on YouTube. This is the very first time that I'm going to be undertaking this. Let me be honest with you guys. I have never done this before. This is not a traditional thing that I always do every year, and I'm coming up here to tell you guys, yeah, doing it again. No, this is going to be the first time, and I genuinely want you guys to also keep me very much accountable to it. That's why I'm sharing it on here. But the main goal of my low buy, is basically to improve my savings and to become a bit more financially responsible. That is really the goal of my low buy year. And I've set up some goals to keep me on track, and I'm going to be sharing each of those goals with you guys and why I set the goals. So I'm going to tell you what the goals are that I have for each area of my finances and why I set that goal. So let's get into the first goal for my low buy year. Right now I have my laptop in front of me just because I have the goals right here and I wanted to go through them very easily. And yeah, I do want to miss any point out. Okay, so my number one goal is to really build up a sustainable emergency fund. For security reasons, I can't say how much exactly I'm trying to build up in my emergency funds, and I hope you guys can please bear with me on that one. But I'm trying to build a certain amount for my emergency fund this year, and that is one of my goal for the year, to actually get to that particular number as at the 31st of December, not January, of December 2024. It's very important to have emergency funds because God forbid if something comes up, you want to have money stashed away somewhere, probably bringing in some level of interest that you can use to quickly meet a need or quickly do some things that you probably might not have had the exact bulk money sitting down somewhere to do if you didn't have an emergency fund. So one of my goals is to work and build my emergency savings and my emergency funds. My second goal is to actually have a budget on things like clothes, accessories, bags. I really have to pause at bags because I do have an obsession. I don't know If I've never mentioned it here on YouTube or even anywhere else, but if you know, you know. If you know me, I love bags and I buy bags. And the thing about me is when it comes to bags, I'm always looking at the kind of quality that I want to get. So I probably don't buy the most luxurious brands like the Louis Vuitton and Chanel. Hopefully one day I'll get to that point. But the mid-range luxury brands that I buy still cost quite a bit. So I want to have a proper budget for things like that. I also love to shop. As you guys know, I'm a fashion girl. So I'm always wanting to try out new brands, try out new styles. So this year I'm setting a budget. One of the things that I looked at towards setting the budget for this year was I looked at how much I had spent last year. So when I sat down to do a financial audit, I looked at how much I spent every month when it came to things like clothes, accessories, shoes, bags, and I realized I really spent some ridiculous amount of money that could have actually been saved. And some of those things, you want to buy good quality things that last you and where you don't have to always keep replacing them, right? So that is the goal this year. That's one of the goals, right? So for the things that I'm going to share my 2024 wish list with you guys, because I'm doing a low buy, not a no buy, because a no buy would have been too drastic for me. So coming from someone that was having a normal spending life, this is coming out from someone that did not have any form of budget for clothes, for shoes, for bags. I just bought what I thought I needed, what I thought that I liked, which isn't bad in itself. But right now I have some goals for this year and also some goals for 2025 financially that I'm trusting God for also. But I also want to be financially responsible enough in those goals, hence again why we're doing the low buy. The third goal for this year is reducing eating out and ordering of food to 3 times a quarter, and this is going to be hard. When I say this is going to be hard, I mean this is going to be hard because I'm someone that it's just very random and easy for me to order food because cooking is a bit stressful. I can cook. Point to note, I can cook, but it's not really my go-to thing. Most times if I'm stressed up, I just want to order food and just keep it moving and just fuel my tummy, or maybe if you go out with friends. So my goal this year is to actually reduce that and be more conscious with how I go out and how I spend my money in terms of ordering food and in terms of eating out. And right now the goal is to do it 3 times in a quarter, which I don't know how we're going to get that done, but we have a goal and we're going to stick to it. My dad used to say something, I don't know if it's my dad or my mom. Yeah, my dad used to say something that if you set a goal, you have something to measure of, and if you don't necessarily meet it, you get close. That's better than not having any goal at all. So you have nothing to measure, you're just going himpy dumpa, which we're trying to not do this year. So that is my goal when it comes to eating out and just ordering food and all of that. So you guys might not really see me outside like that this year, or you might, I don't know. We'll see. My next goal is to actually stick to my buying list for this year. So I have a list which I'm going to share with you guys of the things that are on my 2024 wish list. And this year I made them to be more realistic things in terms of where I'm at right now financially and what I can afford, right? That's what I mean by realistic. So this is not like a dreamy wish list. This is more of what I plan to attain, things that I have gone through my wardrobe or I have gone through my house and I'm I definitely need this. This is a need. This is not just a random impulsive desire. One of the goals is to stick to that list, not buy anything outside of the list is actually the goal. It's going to be the challenge, but it's the goal. So whenever something pops up, I look at it. Is it on my list? What I have budgeted for this particular item, is that what the price is? If that's not what the price is, am I willing to kick something off the list to buy that exact thing? So just being a bit more conscious with how I'm going to be spending this year and sticking to the actual budget, you guys. Sticking to the actual budget is one of the real goals for the year. Okay. Now, another area that I realized I spent a lot last year was in the case of gifts. And if you know me, I'm someone that I love to give gifts. Like if you are my friend or my loved one, or sometimes if I just even know you, I tend to, want to celebrate people, which is great and nice. But this year I have created more of like a list of people that are my loved ones in my life, people's birthdays that I'm very aware of, or maybe have a significant event happening in their life this year. And I have set a realistic budget based on where I'm at financially for each of those individuals in my life, my parents, my friends, my siblings, like those kind of things. Like, and I am sticking to the budget. So if it's someone's birthday and I'm like, oh, and this person is on my list, I'm going to look at that and I'm going to get them a gift within my budget that I have set. We're not going to go over budget because I'm trying to learn how to be a bit more disciplined and not emotional in my spending, because I used to be an emotional spender, which, it's a cycle that I've been working on, and I feel like I'm in a very good place right now when it comes to emotional spending, and I don't spend as emotionally as before. So that's something that and this particular goal is just to basically help that part of me to do better, and so sticking to that list, stick to the budget, stick to the gifting list, stick to the clothing budget. We're just basically going to try to stick to stuff this year. That is the goal. Next point, which I would say goes on from the other point that I had earlier, is just to minimize spontaneous outings. And what I mean by this is, so usually how you have your friends and it could just be a random thing of, oh, you guys, let's go and check out that place. For me, there will be no unnecessary spontaneous outings this year. And honestly, apologies to all my friends if they see this video. I feel like I want to be a bit more intentional with places that I go to and how I spend my money, just because, man, I really want to be financially responsible this year. And I love all my friends, and obviously I would love to hang out with everyone, but if something is just crouching in a bit on my budget and it's not it, we're going to be saying no this year. It's going to be painful, but I just have to build myself up in that way. For me, that's where I'm at right now, so I can get to the goals that I set for myself. Because guess what, everyone is setting goals for themselves and they're achieving it one way or the other, and I can't be left behind. I have to keep up to my goals. And honestly, this was a very serious reality check for me towards the end of last year, just because a number of things came up. I just realized that, man, remember, on a good normal day, you should have been able to do this, but you couldn't because you spent anyhow. I want to be better, and honestly, to whom more is given, you have more responsibilities to do better with what you're given. And that is kind of one of my main goals for the year, one of my main goals for also the low buy year. And the final goal for this low buy year is not buying new skincare and body care products, except the ones that I have is actually finished. And this one, I would say, for every other thing on my list, I feel like I kind of have a psychological pattern to how I plan to minimize it in a way. But when it comes to skincare and body care, like, I love skincare, you guys. Like, it's like second nature to me. I see a new product, I'm going to read the ingredients, I want to try it out. But this year, I realized that towards the end of the year, I had a lot of products that were not used, products that I used once and did not use it again, and that's just because of how much I love skincare. And sometimes I like to come on here, buy those products, use them, review them for you guys, which is great because, I'm serving you guys good content. But this year, I want to be a bit more thoughtful in how I spend now. So the thing is, it's not that I'm never going to buy skincare or body care. That's not possible because those things get finished very quickly, right? But the goal here is to not buy a new cleanser till the current cleanser that I'm using is done. Not buy a new vitamin C serum or sunscreen till the one that I'm using is done. So that way, also being very conscious of the environment and not just gathering products and like empties everywhere, but now I'm more careful. So then I know, oh, this is how much I am spending. Because you guys, if I tell you how much I spent on skincare last year, you will be afraid for me. Even me, I was afraid. It was crazy, right? And right now, I'm not getting any form of sponsorships yet. I do hope I get to the point where I get brands sponsoring me and I can get this kind of product and review it for you guys without spending my own hard-earned money directly buying new products to try. But right now, I'm not at that point. So we're going to be reviewing new products when I buy new products, and we're going to be buying new products when I finish the old products. Okay, so those are my goals for this low buy year. I'm trusting God to help me to keep to each and every one of them. I'm also going to play my part, and I'm trusting you guys to make me more accountable to these things as we go through the year. As I've set up this low buy year, I also have things that I plan to get this year. And I am definitely trying to stick to the things on this list. We're trying to not go overboard on this list. The aim is to stick to this list, stick to these things that I want to get, and I have timelines that I plan to get them. Anyone that I can snatch up a good sale on will be really great. Some of these things here are things that I've had on my mind since last year that I just got pushed over to this year. And there are things that I have gone through my closet and I have seen that, okay, this is something that I want to replace. This is something that I don't have. Some of them are just wants, not necessarily things that I really need. It's on the list because I wanted to make it a bit flexible for myself. Starting this out for the first time, I didn't want to put myself in such a very tight box where I can't keep up, and then I come to you guys at the end of the year and tell you I failed. Right? I'm trying to succeed here. Okay, so let's get into what my 2024 wish list looks like. Now, starting off on this list would be an all black bag. I have several of them in mind, and one that I'm looking to really get is the Coach Madison bag. I wanted one that I could carry every day easily, and there were a number of options that I was considering. Then was on the Coach outlet store the other day, and I found this Coach Madison shoulder bag. It was all black. It just had only black hardwares, and I loved it. It was love at first sight. I haven't received the bag yet. I plan to place an order for it and go ahead to getting it this first quarter. You guys wish me luck, right? But this is one of the things that is on my wish list for the year, and one of the things I plan to get the first quarter of this year. So now, moving on from that, you guys, I'm still talking about bags. So you guys remember how I said I'm such a bag person? This is it. Like, this list, the bulk of my budget for this year is on bags, and I think after that I will be taking a break for a while. The next thing on my wish list is to get a brown bag. Now, I'm though very conflicted between getting a chocolate brown bag, because chocolate brown is really in color this year and it's just calling me, it's drawing my attention in every single way possible. I don't know, or more of like a regular caramel brown bag. And the two bags I have in mind are, I have the Songmont Luna bag also in this color, and I have the Coach Tabby 26 bag also in this color. Those are the two bags that I'm trying to look at. I also realized that now the Songmont Luna, yesterday when I was creating this video, I was on Songmont's side and I saw the Luna now has chocolate brown, and I'm like, oh, you guys have the chocolate brown? Is chocolate brown calling me? I don't know, but we'll see. The goal really is to get, I wanted a brown bag. I have a couple of nude bags, but I don't have brown. Well, I have two nude bags. Let me not say a couple. A couple is a stretch. And I wanted an actual brown bag, and I'm looking at either this Coach Tabby 26. I love this one particularly because I have not seen a brown bag that has such lovely silver hardware. Like, I had to go in store to actually look at it to say, is this it? Is this going to be the bag for the year? Honestly, I don't know. I have this and I have this Songmont one. I'm still trying to decide which of these two, but the goal is to get one of these two because they are also within the same price point. And in terms of the color brown, this is something that I am looking at on my wish list this year. Okay, and finally, when it comes to bags, you guys, I know you're going to tell me, Rome, what exactly is going on? But this one is what in fact, I know the birthday gift that I'm going to get myself, and I think it's going to be this bag, and it's going to be Stradaberry again, and it's their Nano Croc bag in green. Honestly, you guys, just look at this bag. It is so beautiful. It is so classy. It is not like your everyday regular bag that you see on the streets. I totally love this bag. I don't have a green bag in this shade. I do have one green Zara shoulder bag that I got as a birthday gift 2 years ago that I really like. I'll try and put a picture of the bag if you guys, but it doesn't fit as much, and I realized that I don't carry it as much anymore, so I'm thinking of giving it out or maybe selling it, to someone. I don't know. If you're interested in the bag, definitely holler at me. If you live in Canada or you live in, it's something that we could arrange to pick it up and all of that. I want to actually replace that green bag in my collection with this one, and I want this to be a birthday gift to myself this year because I'm turning the big 30 this year, so we need to go a little ouch. But for this particular bag though, I'm also waiting for Stradaberry's mid-season sale. Hopefully this is going to be on that sale so I can get some price off it, because the red mini crescent that I got last year was on sale, so I was able to get like a huge chunk off it, so which was very good for me. But yeah, so these are the three bags that I have. I'm sure of the black one and the green one in terms of what I want and what brand I'm looking at. But for the brown ones, guys, please let me know if you have the Coach Tabby or you have the Songmont Luna. Which one do you think would be a good buy for me this year? Now, moving on from bags, I'm going to go into shoes. And for shoes particularly, I don't have any brand in mind. I just know that I want a new black dad sandals. I currently have one from College Spring, but over the summer last year I noticed it was peeling a bit, and I'm a kind of person that once I see those little wear and tears, it makes me want to give up on the dad sandals. So I have the plan. I know I saw one on Steve Madden that was cute, but I don't know yet. I haven't really picked a brand that I like, but I have a particular budget that I can't go over for those dad sandals if I'm going to get one. And yeah, so I have the dad sandals on my wish list. For shoes, I also want to get a red heel. I also don't have a brand in mind. Well, I won't say I don't have a brand. There's one on Mango that I'm eyeing, but we'll see. Like, I'm still looking at a couple of brands on which ones that I really want. But the plan is to get some very nice red heels that will go with my red bag. But we'll see. I also have this idea of some things that I have planned out for the year that I will need red shoes for, and I don't have. So that's why this red shoe is on the list. It's not a necessity to get. If I don't get it, I'm already thinking of alternatives based on what I have in my wardrobe that I can replace the style that I'm thinking of to do with it with. So it's not a compulsory thing, but I would say it's on my 2024 wish list on things that I'm hoping to get. So now moving on from shoes, now I'm going to clothes. For clothes this year, I don't have a lot of things on my wish list. I'm going to start with bottoms first. For bottoms, I'm looking to get brown pants. I have tried to buy a few that I have returned from last year just because I haven't still gotten the perfect shade of brown. But right now I'm looking at this Everlane brown trousers. I really love this ones. I've been looking at it. I'm also watching a few reviews just to really see. It's a bit on the pricey side, but I'm thinking if I want to get a good brown trouser that I don't have to repeat, because my black trouser I love, I'm not replacing it. My top one that I got from Abercrombie, same thing. So I try to get pieces like this that once I buy one good one, we're taking our mind off it for a while. So I'm looking for that one good brown, a brown color that I like and goes with things that I already have in my wardrobe. and also one that would stand the test of time for me. Apart from a brown trousers, I'm also looking to get a very plain white pants. Also, there's this brand I recently found out about. Cotton trousers are made of 100% Egyptian cotton. I most times the clothes that I buy, really, I've never been one to be very careful of the materials used, but this brand, I bought their hoodie last year, or rather I got the hoodie as a gift. I didn't buy it, and made of 100% cotton, and I've been wearing it all winter. Honestly, I was so happy. It felt so good to wear 100% cotton, you guys. Like, I decided that, you know what, I want to get their white pants. They have this white wide leg pants that I have my eyes on. They're also super duper expensive, but like, I think they'll be worth it based on the hoodie that I got. The quality of the fabric is just immensely beautiful. I'm excited to get this one. I'm looking at getting this one maybe towards the summer period. But like, those two pants, I would have gotten a brown one from them, but I didn't see any brown pants on their website that was calling my attention, and this Everlane one spoke better to me. So yeah, I have those two in terms of like bottoms that I really am looking at getting this year. Okay. Also, when it comes to bottoms, I also want to get shorts. I'm looking at getting another denim short. My mango ones, I feel like are a bit very fitted on me. I'm going to put a picture on the screen, and I think I want something a bit looser, so I am going to sell these ones or give them out. They are pretty much a year old, so it's very sad. I think I put on a little bit of weight since I bought them, so I'm thinking of giving them out and getting just some looser denim shorts that I can comfortably wear all throughout the summer, because you guys know I love a good short. Following up from there, I'm also looking at getting some tailored black shorts, and I'm looking at one in Abercrombie and one in Dynamite. I have tailored white shorts. I want tailored black ones. Honestly, I think tailored shorts are so lovely. I love how they fit on me. I'll show you guys my white ones. These white ones are from Zara. I wore them to death last summer, and I want to get a black one. Finally, when it comes to clothes, I'm looking at getting one black structured blazer. So I have my black H&M blazer, which is nice and I really like, but I want a blazer that has a bit more of a structure in terms of shoulder pad and the fitting on me, more of an oversized look. I want something that looks very similar to these my Zara brown ones. I'm going to put them on the screen. I want black blazers that look like that. I'm looking at the Zara ones for this one also, but I'm still in the market searching for, the kind of black blazer that I really want. But I have a certain aesthetic in mind. I'll put that also on the screen so you guys can see. And if you know any brand that carries this, I would also look at the brand, because I have a budget for it, and if it's above the budget, we're not buying it. But yeah, so that's all when it comes to clothes. I just want to get 2 pants, 2 shorts, and one black structured blazer. That is my wish list for this year. I can't believe I'm going to be getting only 5 clothing items this year. Let's hope I stick to the 5, because I have to try. So now, moving on from there, something that I have on my wish list will be a leather wristwatch. And there's this brand that I recently found. In fact, I saw this wristwatch for the first time on someone that I love a lot on YouTube, Tesla Juliet, and I think she got the wristwatch as PR, and I loved it. I loved how simple this leather wristwatch was. I'm going to put it on the screen, because right now, off the top of my head, I'm not remembering the brand, and I feel so bad about that. I'm looking to get this leather wristwatch. So I'm one that I have an Apple wristwatch, but I prefer to wear leather or more like simple classic wristwatches. So that's where I'm tending to more. Of late, I've been wearing my gold fossil wristwatch a bit even more, just because I like that old-fashioned tailored kind of look. I don't know if that makes sense. You can call me an old soul, I don't know, but I'm looking at getting a very good leather. I want a square faced one, leather wristwatch that can be like an everyday wristwatch when I don't have to necessarily wear my Apple Watch all the time. That's something that I have on my wish list for this year. Now, following up from that, because now we're in jewelry, I'm thinking of getting one jewelry gold necklace, the bar necklace, and I want to customize it with my name on it. And also I want to also get a gold bracelet that I could wear all the time. Both of them from a jewelry, pictures on screen. I want to start investing in proper quality jewelry, and real gold is quite expensive. So I'm going to start small. I'm not going to go out and buy all my jewelry is gold. Right now, most of the jewelries I wear are gold vermely. This necklace that I have on and also these earrings are gold vermely. This necklace I'm looking at from a jewelry and bracelet are both 14 karat gold. I'm looking to invest in it also because I see gold mostly as an investment, and I'm also trying to save up for it. I think this would be a very good buy. And also I'm trying to buy less fashion pieces when it comes to, my jewelry. I want to buy jewelries that last me long. I already have a couple of fashion pieces. There's no need to add more to the ones that I have. So in terms of jewelry, these are the two things that I'm looking at. Hopefully I get them. We'll know at the end of the year. I realized last year I didn't do an end of the year what I ended up getting in terms of my wish list, which I really do apologize about. But this year, you guys keep me accountable. I must do an end of year, which ones did I get, which ones did I not get. The final thing on this wish list is actually getting a proper work chair. So my current chair that I use for work is not very comfortable for me. I visited the massage therapist a number of times last year, so I'm looking to get a good quality work chair. I already have some in my Amazon cart that I've been eyeing, and work chairs, they go as up as $300, so that's why it's on my wish list, because it's something that I want all of my expenses this year to be properly planned out. Like, we're not spending money that we did not plan for, right? So that's something that I'm really looking at, getting a very good quality one for work. And also I also want to change the scenery around how I film and probably use that also to film more. And going from there, I'm going to add this additional one, which I have in asterisks here because I'm not very sure if I'm going to get it or not. But that is getting more of like a painting for my room, painting for where I film. I want my room to look a bit more aesthetic this year, and just putting a little bit of effort to adding a few things. But the one thing that I want to add is a very good painting. So I'm in the market to get a very good painting for my room. But yeah, that is my 2024 wish list. Those are things that I plan to spend my money on this year. I have included my birthday gift, what I want to get myself also, so you guys can see I'm trying to be a bit more intentional with how I spend. And I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I hope I've encouraged you, if you're like me and you didn't spend well last year, to do a low buy year, and create more of like a wish list of something that you can stick to, rather than like an impulse spending behavior like me that I did last year. But so far so good, you guys. It's January right now as I'm filming this video. I'm sure this video probably go up the first Friday in February if you're seeing it. And so far so good. We've been sticking to the goals and also the wish list. Only one thing is going to go off this wish list as at this video. Just feels good to actually be following through. I know this is just January, but I just want to pat myself on the back a bit, because as at this time last year, when I looked at my finances, I had bought more than one thing and I had ordered a whole lot of food in January. So yeah, it just feels good to be a bit more conscious. I'm also seeing the result in terms of my savings also, so which I'm very happy and excited about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's something totally different from my kind of video. It's not a fashion or styling video, it's not a skincare video, but this year I want to really share more about myself with you guys. Apart from fashion and styling, I want to bring you guys a little bit into my world, and I hope you guys enjoy that kind of content. Also, I also want to do a little bit more like sit down vlogs and sit down videos more. I hope those are things that you guys enjoyed. But if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. Please subscribe if you're watching and you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel. Leave me a comment, and I'll see you guys next week in my next video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.